4 envoys. Don't mind if I steal Hong Kong. It's right next to me, and it's proving annoying having to get attacked by a crossbow every time I want to reinforce my own lines. Forward observers. That's a level 4 promoted trebuchet. What you like to see, and this encampment is almost down as well. Oh, he got bought. Who bought him? Sweden. That is so annoying. I've managed to crank up my scientist points massively. I wanted that extra little bit of university science. I don't need it, but it would have been satisfying. Fine. Sweden's just being mean. It's like he doesn't want me to have any fun. He doesn't want me to have nice things. Haha, it's mitigated, but it's not mine, of course. But it was mitigated. I was around for a mitigated flood. I'm going to claim it as my own victory. No one can say otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I say encampment broken, it's the industrial zone broken, but you know what I mean. It's all kind of the same thing. Oh, that's a pike and shot. Better run away from that. See, pike and shot is a pretty good thing to be bringing to the front line, but unfortunately for the AI, I have a lot of crossbows now. And unfortunately for these barbarians, every time they try and bring units, I'm like, nope, denied. All right, well, if I can't use my faith to buy Newton, I'm going to use my faith to do things like buying monuments. Very cheap way of doing it, just gives me a tiny bit of extra culture per turn, and also helps the border growth of some of these cities as well. If there's armories there, I do like armories. The reason I like armories is because I've got 4 city-states that all help with them. I love high faith builds, especially on a map with the letter. There's nothing better. Is there something better? Cinguetti is, I mean, that would be up there. Oh, I locked my Baron. My Baron. Oh no, hang on, it was my Corsair. What got killed? Something got killed. Yeah, my Corsair got killed. Okay, that's fine. My promoted awesome unit did not. They survived. All is well on that front. Move you forward, move you to there, and now my crossbow can go 1, 2, 3, and it still doesn't kill the pike and shot. Mean. Why do these units insist on living? I think it's impolite. I think it's rude. Next up, military science. We're going to get a cavalry upgrade and a line infantry upgrade, as well as unlocking the military academy, which I don't get any bonuses for at the moment, but I will do very soon. Oh, this barbarian fleet is pretty menacing. I think the barbarians and the city-states, without even joking, have been more of a threat this game than some of the AI moves. I've been fairly impressed with the barbs this game. Aid request. Yep, I'm going to join in with all of these. I'll be great. I'm helping. Oh, my missionary got killed. I need to look after these things more. I need more apostles. Right, there are a lot of pike and shots that are gaining a lot of strength from me being stood around them, and Gaul has a general. But no matter, we'll just level up by shooting them repeatedly with a lot of different units. 1, 2, 3. It took 7 shots to bring that one down, but never mind. This one's a little weaker. We either kill a Gaul unit or we promote them ridiculously. It's either one or the other. Okay, their retaliations are strong and painful, but it's just pike and shots. Could be a lot worse. It could be anti-tank. Or heaven forbid, field cannons. Attack, attack. Go on, spread my religion. Oh, so close. I'm waiting to get another apostle. Attack, attack, attack. Come on, just keep striking. We must take this city. I need the combat bonus. We've lost our 20% production bonus, and it's annoying. Making my uniques even better. Very satisfying. Plantations effectively count as 2 farms. Very strong. Oh, these pike and shot can just stop. I guess this is the World Congress in the other direction, you know? Like, we are gaining a lot of benefit from it, but it's also dishing it right back out. There's Crusade, though. That'll help. And we can pillage this dam. Do I want to pillage the dam? No, I think I'd rather pillage the farm. The dam is very expensive. I'd like to be able to put it back together. Everyone into Gaul's land. We have Crusade now. We do a lot more damage. Everyone in. Everyone in. Imagine being in this city and standing there going, I wonder what's going to happen today. And realizing it's just like, it's crossbow time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're like, I can't go anywhere because there's crossbows literally flying in the windows from all directions. I said 160 for 200 science, didn't I? You comfortably did that. Oh, I'm just such a pro. Start making some line inventory on the front lines. We're building up a lot of extra infrastructure now. I think if I'm going to make an attack on this coast, I'm going to need at least a couple of boats. I'll make a couple of frigates. Behind the scenes, we're making a lot of cavalry, things that can charge and rush to the front line very quickly. Apostle time. I need more crusade spreading ability. Gaul is so defensive, it's very annoying. Oh, leave my crossbows alone. They're just trying to survive. They're just trying to make a living. Just, be themselves. God, they level up quickly. Instantly creates an ironclad. That's the sort of admiral you want to see. I just traveled again. Just picked up an admiral that gives you an ironclad. That is exactly the sort of admiral that you want to see. Fantastic. Let's get Grand Master's Chapel. I can use my fave to pray stuff in. in. Once my obsession with the letter disappears, it'll be quite useful. I'm ready to put this city to bed, I think. I'll level up a crossbow on it quickly, and then we'll take it. Aduatuca. It's mine. Yeah, Sicily, taking over Gaul's lands. Totally normal. And we just put walls in just in case they get any clever ideas. And just a little love tap on this city wall, just to stop it getting any ideas about building Renaissance walls. Religion an extra 2 times, that'll do. Wonder construction. I want to get Kilwa. Do I have anywhere decent that could build Kilwa? Skidsmo would be okay. I mean, I could build it in Palermo, but I'd have to sacrifice an 8 food tile, and I just can't bring myself to do it. It would give me 5 envoys if I did that. Fine, but if this caused me physically, pain, and it reduced that as well. That's painful. But then I get 30% science in my capital, so it is worth it. It's just doesn't feel like it's worth it, you know? Attack. And then we go 1, 2. Yep, walls are down. Time to pillage. They're doing their best to fight back, but they won't. Gaul is very much under the thumb now. Exploration means I'm just going to rejig my government a tiny bit. Veterancy is useful. Don't get me wrong. Raid is useful. But I'm going to get press gangs and chivalry. Now this means that I can get a lot more very powerful units. I don't need to bother about melee units because I have actually upgraded beyond that point until we get to Grand Army, which I do after mercantilism. 2, 3, lots of attacks. Fact, take a little risky attack with this one. 1, 2, and then we attack with that unit. And again, because I have breakthrough. Yes, city's mine. Move on. Gaul only has 2 cities now. This 10 population city would be a fine feather in my cap, though. That's some fantastic cities for me. I mean, in fairness, I should be quite grateful. Filippo, help build me Kilwa. Oh, Zanzibar appeared. Did I get the envoys with Zanzibar? I did get the envoys with Zanzibar. Oh, that'll help to keep my cities much happier. Metal casting and mercantilism, 2 very good upgrades there. I have a bombard that has been absolutely desperate to upgrade for some time. Let's go to refining now and see if we can find some oil. Do I want to do that? We're going to go steam power first because I would like some railroad. Been far too long since we've built an overly long railroad in my nation. Lining up on the next city now. Get everyone in formation. As many units next to my barons as possible in range of the Great General. And we start to unleash hell. Yes. Fire. It's ridiculous how many shots I have. Look at all this. Kilwa, rushed and finished. 3 envoys, 1 built, but don't forget, my capital has Apadana, so I get another 2 envoys. And we can start thinking about getting those bonuses in. We only have 1 scientific city-state in the map, but we've got the 15% worldwide bonus on unit and building production. So can we get the gold bonus as well? Yes, temporarily. 1 route on Hunza, 4 envoys on Hunza to get this one, and then 1 on Zanzibar will give me a lot. Yeah, 15% bonus gold across my empire, and Zanzibar hopefully makes me a bit happier. Excellent stuff. Mitigated flood in my capital. I only finished that dam a couple of turns ago. Okay, that does make me feel quite smug. I was thinking about whether or not it would be worth it, and I went through it, and it was worth it. Amazing. Forbidden City time. So we can rush this one through now. I've even got frigates turning up to the party now, with 8 experience each attack because of the wonderful Kabul. Hopefully I can get these leveled pretty quickly. This is like a little preparation run to attacking places like Rotterdam or the Dutch over here. I mean, they are settling on these islands for me. They've gone straight for Halong Bay. I kind of get that. It's the sort of crazy settle I would make. Lots and lots more attacks are coming in now. Death by 1,000 attacks. 1,700 attacks, more like. We do have reinforcements on the way. Speaking of, Grandmaster's Chapel is now finished, so we can take something like line infantry, which is boosted by a CAD, so I can do full damage to the walls. And I can get +5 combat strength from being next to someone. Napoleon isn't too far away now. We're going into late game war mode. Let me tell you, that's a war mode I enjoy. Straight up to 73 strength by just popping a cavalry in the city. Mean. Why'd you have to make me fight for these cities? Why can't you just let me have them? More troops? More troops. Think about having not infinite strategics, but I've definitely got a few of them. And our bombards are definitely getting stronger now as well. Steam power. And yes, don't worry, I was building military engineers. You didn't think I'd forget about that, did you? No. The first thing I started doing. Line infantry, do the honors. City's mine. Delicious. Only 1 more city for Gaul now. What a galling way to be knocked out of this game, huh? Need more siege equipment. That's the one thing I'm really missing. Large amounts of siege equipment. Oh, that was their holy site. Oh, no more. And look at these crossbow just able to demolish barbarian encampments. It's like, oh yeah, you want to try attacking me, do you? Yeah, I don't think so. You're going down. The theatre square. Yep, started building some of these as well. You thought I'd forgotten about them. No, no, no. I never forget. I simply don't do anything for large periods of time. It's very different. My units all arrive now. Start dishing the dirt on this final Gaul city. Let's get the siege on as quickly as we can. Already got some siege equipment that can hit it from a distance. And crossbows, of course. Just little tickles. Look at those tiny amounts of damage. It's almost not worth it. Except it is, because it's always worth it. That was a trick question. First circumnavigation, because Johannesburg has shown me the way. Where even are you? Do you even exist? Oh no, you're there. Oh yeah, look, there you go. It's revealed quite a lot of the map. Sweet. And there's Forbidden City. One wildcard policy slot. It's on flat land. It's adjacent to the city center. It's next to a dam. But none of those things are important compared to the 2 envoys I get. I know, Apadana. I shall never forget about those. So met another city-state. Look at this. Workshops and factories are just producing so much for me now. Liberalism. Come on, try and make my cities happy. Just edge it happier. Yeah, most of them are, you know. That's cool. What's my capital gonna do now? Ruhr Valley? That sounds like fun. Let's instead build an encampment. Starting to prep for nationalism by using my faith to get things like bombards. Oh, I don't have enough faith. Don't remember last time I ran out of faith. That's mad. First railway is down. The sign of good times when we start building endless, beautiful railroads. Everything will be connected to Palmero. Everything I say. Or at least most things. Most important things. Oh, Gaul removed themselves from the game. That's quite funny. Oh, why did you have to rebuild your walls? That's so annoying. Okay, well, the military emergency passed because of that. And technically, no one will have any grievances against me. So, again, we're in this funny situation where the world thinks they hate me. But really, do you? Do you really hate me? I'm not sure. Economics boosted, flight boosted, and how much oil have we got? We've got some under a harbor, amazing. Some under a field, not so amazing. And some in the sea. There's a disappointingly large failure in the world's oil spawning for me, but never mind. As you can see, now it's a free city. This city is far easier for me to try and pluck apart. Come on, let me in. Let me in. I attack with the Baron, and then this Baron, and now with a cavalry and another cavalry. Yeah, there we go. I thought we'd be able to take it. Liberate it back to Gaul. That would be hilarious. No. Don't think so. You know what? I feel like throwing a quick surprise against the Dutch. You have a very isolated colony. I like the look of this colony. This colony has my name written all over it. I mean, it's on my continent, but still, what I'm going to do is move in this caravel, who currently is being assisted by a Great Admiral. We're going to go onto that tile. Now this frigate's going to come in, again, assisted by the Great Admiral, and we're going to go 1, 2, and you're going to think, oh, no, you got away with this, but no. Now my Admiral is an ironclad, and now the ironclad takes the city. And hey presto, by praying using Valletta, I now have walls around my new colony. Goodbye. This is mine now. You may appeal this decision, and I may return to you in 7 to 10 working days. Remember to include your email address so that I can contact you back. She's going to regret ever complaining that I wasn't trading with her. Mudika has become this really important city. It's just had no production for ages, and suddenly, oil. We struck oil, and now people flood to it. It's funny how that works. Well, I'm not saying there's going to be a massive exodus of troops, but at the same time, you may now see my entire army make its way over here. Oh, good. Nature is making itself very clear that I'm welcome. You see, the volcano, it's clearly a sign that Earth is welcome. Look, the message is hidden in the smoke somewhere. It's worth remembering as well that we did pick up steam power, so my units are very quick in the ocean. Quicker we can get into the sea, the faster we can get over. Railway everywhere. Let's connect it all up. It's going to be beautiful. Glorious. We're still sending all of our internal trade routes. I am losing so much gold doing this. I know people really like internal trade routes, but my goodness, it's painful. You need to play someone like Inca or Tokugawa's Japan. Now that's the fun. I've had another flood mitigated. I am the flood master. Quick, get into the comments. Flood me with praise. Yes, look at it. Muddy, but wonderful. Oh yeah, the aid request. Whoops, forgot about that. Better kill everyone to make sure we're fine. Speaking of, I reckon I'm going to take a nice 15% production boost towards military units, although campus adjacency becoming production is also intriguing. Would require me running the natural philosophy card though. Am I going to put that into my government? I think I probably will. Let's do it. Although we could go Hicksonk Dracones for 2 movement on naval units as well. Now that is something that actually would be really handy in getting over the ocean quickly and would mean I could attack through the bay. We've got obviously this Aztec city to attack, the Bay of Venice that we can go into. Gothenburg is there, Lund. We're looking for Stockholm. Where's Stockholm? It's here. Actually, that's only just the other side of the ocean. I'm going to take a gamble and say that movement speed is the more important one. Hicksonk Dracones it is. That one's giving me a diplomatic policy card. I think that one could be even more useless for me. Charismatic leader and merchant confederation. Actually, you say that's 48 gold per turn. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Craftsman goes back in. Where's the cavalry card? Can never find that one. Chivalry, there it is. You can see 8 movement now. This is how to get an army across the sea as quickly as possible. Oh look, the city-states are even welcoming the Dutch for me. Very kind of you, but don't worry, we've got this. Big movement. Well, we could be Rotterdam or anywhere, but now we're actually going to go to the other cities. Onwards. Or maybe they'll settle somewhere over here, and I've got another point of staging. Normal age on the Dutch, by the way, so hopefully landing won't be too bad. Are they on the same continent as me? No, they're on a different continent, which means Hicksonk Dracones will give me another 2 loyalty per turn, and then I can put in the colonial officers to turn that 2 into 5. That basically means you can just walk into any city on a different continent for free, and you won't have a loyalty penalty at all if you've got a governor. It's sweet. Nationalism. Now, this is exciting, because now I can make fleets and corps, which is exactly what I want to do. Many as possible, in fact. I'm just going to move all of my army up. We want to make sure we're mixing promoted units with new ones. Like, for instance, this Baron is level 4, but this one is only level 1, so that is a combination made in heaven. We even got my first fleet. What would help with war? Mobilization or colonialism and natural history? I think we're going to go for mobilization. Bigger unit sizes. Lovely stuff. My first military academy is finished, which is very handy, because now I can make super powerful units right off the bat. It's cavalry corps. I'm going to preload Victor in as well. I just feel like Victor will be needed once I move on to the different continent. Napoleon. Oh, Napoleon's very welcome, as is Francis Drake. Both of those we're just going to teleport to the front line, because we have arrived to the frigates. We're all going to get into line with a lovely Great Admiral. Wabam city is now on 0 health. We're going to land with the Baron. Take the city, keep it. Now this has no loyalty whatsoever, so we're going to switch this government around a little bit. Charismatic leader goes. Colonial officers comes in. Chivalry goes out. Limitini comes in. Also, then bring Victor into my new conquered city, and you'll see that we're only on minus 8.7 with no other loyalty in the area. This is a 1 population city and I have nothing else. Just shows you how crazy those cards can all be together. And now the rest of the army arrives. Hello? Oh, it's The Hague. Napoleon is just going to be teleported straight to the front line, as is Francis Drake. Reinforcements. Alright, we're going to start by taking out this encampment. Just making sure that all of my ships are fleeted up and nicely out of the way. The cavalry comes in just to take it, and oh look, an undefended city. Well, ain't that a small shame? And oh my goodness, it's so good to have such quick units. This is where the World Congress comes in so well. Just really powerful units just being spammed out. Huge stockpiles of strategics we're burning through. And let's start to do a bit of damage to this city now. You can see Amsterdam already, but Eindhoven, nobody has any walls up. It's like the Dutch didn't expect a huge Sicilian horde appearing from the ocean. I mean, I know. What a ridiculous thing. Everyone should expect the screaming Sicilians. It's just the rules. It's just what happens in life, you know? You're just sitting there on Mediterranean one sunny day and you're like, oh, what's that in there? What's that in the air? Ah, yes, it's the screaming Sicilians. I'd forgotten about them. I just want to point out as well, with all the cards that I've got in, if this city followed my religion, we would actually be neutral, because I'd have 8 from a governor, 2 from the Golden Age, 3 from the card, and then 3 from religion, and then 2 from another card. Yeah, it would be plus 20. So there would be no way. It would be actually impossible for other citizen effects to bring it below 0. Just beautiful. People forget that about loyalty. It can be gamed so that it is impossible to lose a city. It's difficult, but it can be done. Military emergency? No. We're going to use all my diplo favor on that. We'll vote that one down. It might be that people don't want to vote for it just because I'm big and scary, but we'll do it anyway. Colossus. Another trade route. Oh, I went in heavily. Okay, everyone else voted down on it. That's fine. Now we're getting some oil in, which means I can run oil-based units such as artillery and then tanks. That's where the speed comes in. And comes a new Baron unit. Pull my Great General in. Wha-bam. And taken another governor. Oh, Moksha, you get in here as well. Let's put natural philosophy into my government. Sometimes things change and you're like, I actually don't remember what came out. I don't think I had the builder card in. Maybe I did have the builder card in. Oh, Mimir, yay. Oh, so excited. Oh, we missed Da Vinci. That's a shame. I think we now go to Eindhoven, which is looking rather fragile, especially if I bring Napoleon and then my knight troops on board as well. See how much damage we actually do. Eindhoven's got a river defense, which sucks, but okay. Yeah, I think that might go. Next turn, we just need to make sure that my siege units are hit. Reformed Church. Change stuff around quickly. Natural philosophy's fun, as is craftsman. I'm going to put wars of religion in, and also professional army to make sure my army is cutting edge, you know? I don't have siege equipment to deal with this city, but I do have one very angry crossbow. Look at that. Oh, I think that should be enough. It was enough. Loyalty-wise, yeah, we don't have any problems now. The beachhead is well and truly established. Timur is here as well to provide bombard strength to The Hague. Battleship Fleet 1, Battleship Fleet 2. Okay, cities like Hague, Zalapa, Gothenburg, Lund, Västerås, those can all be targeted by battleships, which is welcome news. The return of Danger Bombard. Wabam! And the crossbows of doom. 1, 2, move this over. 1, 2, just keeping these knights next to all the combat because don't forget, we'll still get the +5 and +1 movement speed. Best bit about them, The Hague. Taken. Arnhem. Alright, I found you. Encampment there for Amsterdam. Better rush in and give them something to think about. Like a depredation cavalry with 6 movement. Oh, yes. Scrap that. Sorry, 8 movement. That is an obscene amount of movement. Level 5. I think I am going to treat this to field cannon promotion. Pretty powerful. I realize actually quite a few cities we're conquering all have oil, like this one. Every single source of oil that I can work is 3 more artillery cores. It's an obscene amount of artillery. Don't forget, we also have Ngarzagamu, which means if I conquer a city with an established encampment, I can pray this sort of stuff in with very obscene discounts. It's going to be pretty crazy. And then you get cavalry like this one. This one's a particularly good cavalry because I can go yum, 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 yum like that. And suddenly we have enough faith to produce a lot of units. Oh, I just made an artillery corps. You know what? This is going to be part of a whole new army that I'm going to send in the other direction. I don't know where the Aztec capital is, but I imagine it's in here somewhere. But I do know where Sweden's capital is, so I'm going to embark and take it on. So yes, more artillery corps. I think this is going to be a great thing to have. Again, the bombards appear, ready to deliver crazy amounts of damage. Even the crossbows get involved in it all. Napoleon's getting in on the action, and Amsterdam falls. Lovely stuff. Look, more oil. We've also got a couple of settlers being produced in various cities as well. I've spotted some oil in the frozen north. Yes, it will be mine. Venice is blocking the way. I am at war with it. In fact, Aztec is also blocking the way. This was going to happen at some point, wasn't it? Goodbye, friend. Need to move my units through so that I can see Venice and I can bombard it with battleships. It's quite clear. If I take Venice, then I can get into this bay and attack a lot of cities. If I don't have it, well, it's useless. Thank you, thank you. Move away. Artillery on the front line, and yeah, that's powerful. Even my line of infantry, now that I've got Kabul, yeah, they're just monstering through the walls. Field cannon shred through walls as well. Cavalry. Oh, yeah. I'm limited only by the fact that this city has 6 sides to it. If it had more sides, we'd be able to attack. Ah, geometry. Foiling me yet again. Oh, here we go. Amsterdam now has a military academy, so using Ngarzagamu, we can just go, we need more troops on the front line, do we? Artillery Corps 1, Artillery Corps 2. You're welcome. Venice made peace with me. No. I hate to break this to you, but you don't get to pick that you want peace with me. It doesn't work like that. I am attacking you. You can't just be like, oh yeah, no, we've had enough of this war. No. Oh, and it's almost loyal as well. That is absolutely hilarious. Hello, ironclads here. Start attacking from the coast in this direction now. Let's look at the swarm here. This is one World Congress. It's taken me from what, 200 military strength to about 1,700. People worry. They say, Ursi, you don't have enough troops. You're just invading with like 3 units. Aren't you afraid? And I'm like, no, don't be silly. I'm Ursa Ryan. Look, another mitigated flood. I built that dam. I'm so proud of myself. myself. I'm going to put total war in now, as well as logistics instead of liberalism. Who needs to be liberal when you've got this much war, eh? It's going to make most people unhappy, but honestly, at this point, the yields of my empire are basically irrelevant. Arnhem is taken. Thus, the artillery now make their way forward. They are going to shred. In the middle of all this chaos, my field cannons can still pretty much one-hit anything. I find that relatively entertaining. In what should be a relatively fair matchup between a line infantry and a cuirassier, because I've cored it and I've got a great general and I have the +5 from my baron, you can see it's not really a fair contest anymore and I'm just able to swoop in. Coastal city, taken. Loyal. World Congress. I can't build any new troops. What a shame. I want more grievances and culture bombs and a Nobel Prize for literature. I'm writing my memoirs whilst we're fighting. They're very long and they're very waffly. Waffles. So again, just moving my baron, because of course the presence of horses do make my artillery strikes more powerful. Of course they do. Don't even question it. Bam, bam. Oh, how is that not yet done? Oh, I got one more attack. Oh, go on. Knock him out. Knock him out. Yes. May the Netherlands one day reclaim its territory. You know what? I don't feel like you will, but I like the enthusiasm. The hope is intoxicating. I prayed in a horse. Now I can attack Chalco. Is this the capital? Nope. What about this one? Nope. Here it is. This city. Right there. Noted. This feels as good a place as any to invade. Hello, Sweden. Don't you be throwing books at me now. Just prepare yourself for war. Park the artillery there. Start to raid that town. Land there. And look at this. Little invasion has already hit. Now they do have anti-cavalry units. Of course they do. No worries. To be honest, these are kind of spare units that I'm throwing across because I can. Quite fun, actually. Oh, that's a well-timed flood. Any damage to the city? No. All right. Wasn't that well-timed then. Okay, artillery on the hill. Cuirassiers just to hold the line. We have combustion. 2 turns for plastics. Then I'm going to go to flight. Plastics just lets me get offshore oil, of which I have quite a bit. Don't worry. The artillery has finally arrived. Mobilization. Hey, look. Now we can form armies. Yay. Okay, they are now attacking my horses. They didn't attack the artillery. So on that front, I think we're doing all right. The artillery goes smash into the walls. That's good. Oh, a great general. Right, you're actually really important. You need to get over to this new Swedish front line as quick as you can, please. I'm going to start making armies with my artillery there. Now I can strike next turn. We've even got beautiful artillery armies now. Ooh, I'm very low on gold in the treasury. Wait a second. Oh no, I'm fine now. That was easy. Let's spend some of it. Oh, I have a spending problem. Bam, bam. And this is a city-state, if I'm not mistaken. It is, but I'm not going to give it up. I'm keeping it. Why? Well, sometimes in domination games, you have to just grab onto stuff and not let go. Oh, yeah, loads of mines now. Okay, here's all the gold. I'm running a strong pillage economy. I know whenever you're watching, people in chat, I can hear you panicking now. Oh, so your gold is so low all the time. It's fine. I'm just leveraging my gold heavily, you know? Consider it to be a war mortgage. I'll pay it back eventually, but until then, I'll just steal it from people. Oh, and I am going to treat myself to a tank army as well. 102 strength. There we go. Yes. Especially because I'm now coming into more and more oil in my empire. Oh, the fight's getting tense and serious now. But this Swedish landing, you know, they're attacking my artillery, but they haven't been able to displace me yet, which is really handy. Because now the artillery, every turn it's here, can launch another salvo, one after another. And reinforcements just keep arriving and arriving and arriving. I've even got railway. There we go. You see, look, we're going to start building railway now. Offshore oil, more onshore oil, new city-state, which I can't see because my menu's glitched out. Normally that can just be solved with a simple reload. Yep, that's right. I'm building railway. Sorry, Sweden, but the railway of doom has arrived. More cities. Am I settling cities just for oil? No, of course not. The oil is coincidental. Total coincidence. Another little city here. Gothenburg. -26 it says. Oh, that's painful. See if we can use a governor to stop that a little bit. -18. Yeah, sure. This isn't my continent. No, it's not. I just, for whatever reason, it's just really, really unhappy. Occupation grievances. Yeah, as the war goes on, grievances get worse and worse and worse on loyalty. So my cavalry, what they're doing is they're just going ahead and pillaging districts. Not just for yields, but also to lower the combat strength of all of the cities ahead of me. It's quite the service. Then, when the artillery arrive a little bit later, I can be like, yeah, great, okay, maximum damage achieved. Wow, that was a big hit. Yeah, I don't think this particular city will be difficult. That's the second time I've killed a city that was trying to build Batala Palace. You'd think the world would realize that it's not a clever idea to build Patala Palace while I'm invading you. You know, of all the things to build, it's a cool wonder, don't get me wrong. I like it, it's nice. It's just timing. There's the capital. Not far now, not far now. Artillery goes boom, and then even more boom. Tiny city to the north has been taken with disastrous loyalty problems. We better then take this city as well. Excellent. Now, unfortunately, the encampment didn't come with that city. No worries, we can figure this out. How many turns have I got? 3 turns. That's all I'll need, probably, because Stockholm is here. We've almost got to flight, which is really, really fun. The good thing about flight is that it gives you observation balloons, and observation balloons let you use your artillery from slightly further away. You don't have to faff around with them as much. It's a single strike. I tell you what, these tanks really do pack a punch, and don't forget, they are backed up by horses, because of course they are. 1, and then 2. Bam, we are just punching through. This is true blitzkrieg here. Terrifying. I don't know how you'd have to be able, how would you stop this? You just couldn't. You just have to sit back and go, well, that was a fun run. Especially because I keep praying in new tank armies. Like, I've got 2 behind. I just pillage and pray. Pillage and pray. Pillage and pray. There's flight. An aid request. Oh, whoops. Forgot about that as well. Now we're going to buy in the observation balloon. Can't quite see Stockholm. This encampment's in the way. No matter. Our artillery can now strike from a distance. Start pushing units forward. Upgrading to a tank. More troops. I think we should get more troops. More artillery. Keep praying them in. We've got so much oil. We physically cannot get enough. Probably show you the splendor of my railroad, by the way. This is what I've been building off camera. Look at this. All of my cities connected, and the sprawl goes all the way through to the south. Now I'm just going to keep connecting cities, but I take railway very seriously. So seriously, in fact, but I'm even starting one over here. I think my cities have started repeating names. That's Catania, and that is as well. Maybe the list of names was slightly smaller than I realized. Kind of makes sense. Sicily, I guess, is quite a small place. Position my units up. Remember, horse, general. Then we can strike 1 hit, 2 hits. Capital already begins to fall. Now we use our line infantry to start hitting the wall again with Kabul. And we line up the most powerful of my units again, making sure my horse is going around, boosting everyone. Attack, attack. There's the Aztec capital. Gone. Only 1 left. You know what? I'm just going to start running troops down to go and assist. Our empire is now basically hooked up from left to right on the map, which is just a lovely thing to see. Cities are starting to flip away from me, but to be honest with you, I don't really mind that. Most important thing is, just like this, that we find Stockholm. Attack, attack, form army, pray in artillery. It's an ancient strategy, but one that works well. My artillery only does about 80% of the walls. That's just not good enough. Move the general in and 1 horsey boy, and there you go. Now it melts the entire thing. That's so much better. You mustn't undersell yourself. I think this tank might just be able to flatten in 1 hit, unless I've got this wrong. Yep, bam, city taken. Hey, Hanging Gardens. Bit of loyalty. Oh yeah. Encampment to Stockholm has been destroyed. Means we now need to just sort of flank it, envelop it with my troops, start pulling the artillery forward, like so, to there and to there. Pull the observation balloon forward. Bam, bam. Oh yeah, the walls are falling quick now. Another city falls there. We really are connected up now. Oh, loyalty is not even a problem. Everyone in, everyone in. Radio. Well, I own most of the world, so it's no doubt that I have some aluminium. In 4 turns we would have flight, but for once we haven't actually used flight. We've been using good old-fashioned artillery and tanks. I guess, does that count as old-fashioned? Are tanks old-fashioned? I think that's a debatable point. All I know is that we have 43 cities, every single capital, and we have won a Sicilian domination victory. His face, I'm struggling to put his face together every time I see it. Is that Matthias of Hungary with the hair possibly of somebody else? Is that Harold's hair? Someone in the comments, let me know. This is a combination of facial features pulled together from other civ leaders. Who is this? I think that is Matthias though, isn't it? It's gotta be. Anyway, before we look at the Nelson Mandela stats just very quickly, this is the mod. Go and play it. It's so good, you will not regret it. What an amazing combination of really, really fun assets. Unique units, unique improvements, everything stacks together and it's relevant all game. Honestly, one of the best modded civilizations I've played in a long time. Rosenthorn, Merrick, you have absolutely done yourself proud. Thank you so much. Right, enough of that. Buildings constructed, lots. Cities captured, a lot. Founded, not that many, only 10. Proper Warlord's Throne game there. Cities lost, none. Districts constructed, a lot. Great people earned, Sweden just having a Sweden game that. Era score, I was winning after about turn 110. Culture, only towards the end. Did I take the lead? Science, again, very slow science start. Considering I had a wonder, very slow science start. Score, again, about turn 130. Units killed, a lot. Religions founded, I got the last one. Wonders constructed, I won. Now that is pretty rare. Every game is a little bit different, but this particular empire that I've built has to be up there with one of the most satisfying. It's just something about the railroad, the industrial zones, Roraimia, just in the middle of it with some epic tiles. The fact that I've got multiple really functional cities, like I've got my science capital, I've got my production capital, I've got my conquered capital. It felt like I had one of those starts that was both really good, but also very slow. And with Norway going rampant, we opened up the map and totally got back onto this bat turn 100 onwards. Soon as we unlocked our unique knight and our unique crossbow, we were able to just take advantage of an early great general, Timur. Oh wow, Timur really did a lot of work. Hugely satisfying game. I mean, the fact that Ngazagamu was really fun towards the end, Akkad very useful towards the middle to end of the game. Valletta pulled its weight, as did Kabul. Double experience on double firing crossbows. Oh, save hours in Discord, all the mods you need listed in Discord. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I need to scram. I've got to go and film another series right now so that you have content. May the content never end. See you later, goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Capoyobi Vireni, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Twin Cam Inferno, Martin S, Minnow, Sorta Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Poppy Dude. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!